Hello and happy Thanksgiving. It is good to be with you on this day that we set aside to give our thanks to all of our blessings, to our families, to the people in our lives. Even though this Thanksgiving is different, it's a pandemic Thanksgiving, we have so much to be thankful for. Whether we're with family or having Thanksgiving by ourselves, it's okay because we can all say thanks every day of the year, but especially today. I want to give special thanks to all the essential workers, those who worked so hard throughout this pandemic to make sure we had health care, to make sure we had food and other essential supplies. Thank you to all those who risk so much so that we could all live. I want to thank each of you also for doing your part by staying at home, socially distancing, and wearing those masks. Thank you all, and thank you so that we can all be healthy. I look forward to next Thanksgiving when we can be back with families, be back in person, and even be back in church. But until then, thank you, and this is our gift to you this Thanksgiving. I would also like to start this by lighting our chalice. I light our chalice with these words. Gratitude is a gracious acknowledgement of all that sustains us, a bow to our blessings, great and small. Gratitude is a confidence in life itself. In it, we feel the same force that pushes grass through the cracks in the sidewalk, invigorating our own life. Our chalice is lit.
Hello, I'm Amber Scott, your Director of Religious Exploration. I'm here with my friend Snowy Owl to talk about what it means to be thankful. Thanksgiving is a wonderful time of year to feel thankful. To be thankful means to feel glad about something or someone in your life, and sometimes it makes sense to say thank you. You might feel grateful that you get to spend time with people who you love. That's right. I'm thankful for my pet cat, Kismet. I give him a hug every day to show him that I am thankful for him. What are you thankful for, Snowy? I am thankful for all my friends and family. I am also thankful for my strong wings. I use them to fly around at night. And I am thankful for my sharp talons, which I use to hold on to tree branches. Those are some awesome things to be thankful for. And I'm thankful that you are happy and healthy. I bet all the kids and youth and adults at home can think of some things they're thankful for too. I can't wait to hear what you are thankful for the next time I see you all at Sunday school. See you next time. Wave goodbye, Snowy. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you so much, Amber and Snowy, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. My name is Kelly McNeil, and I serve as the Director of Congregational Life here at First UU. And I have our reading for today, which is entitled The Stubborn Gifts of Breath and Life by Maureen Killeran. It felt like being on the moon, walking on Mount St. Helens. Just a few years previous, that mountain had blown her top, destroying human and animal life, flattening vegetation and buildings for miles, and sharing its ash with the world. As we stepped from our car, we felt that ash drift like talcum around our ankles, rise in the air and enter with our breath. Other than occasional blackened memories of trees, all was gray, gray as far as you could see. Silence seized us for the longest time as we stood there, two irrelevant humans and this huge, mutilated world. Only gradually did our eyes slow and our hearts focus. Only gradually did we begin to see what was really before us. How had we overlooked the fireweed, that perennial volunteer, its brilliant buds proclaiming, "Hey world, we're back." What blocked us from celebrating the eager insect conversations around us? It was right there before us, and we nearly walked by. Overwhelmed by the devastation, we almost missed the tiny pond, its surface literally dancing with more tadpoles than I had ever seen. We do this, you see. We ensnare ourselves with the magnitude of what the poet called the mutilated world. We get busy and troubled and frightened. And then incongruously, it's time for Thanksgiving. I at least need this season to remind myself to be grateful for intermittent beauty and the stubborn gifts of breath and life. I, and maybe you too, need this season, even if just quietly to say, praise be. Please join us now in singing Spirit of Life.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Whose fold we close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Spirit of life, come to me. Hello, everybody. I'm Isabel Call, your Assistant Minister of Pastoral Care, and I'm here to talk about Thanksgiving grace. It's customary to say grace before a meal, and I want to talk a little bit about the word grace. The word indicating unearned love and help showed up in the 12th century in English. It grew out of the Latin gratia and gratus, which point to esteem, regards, pleasing, goodwill, and gratitude. The sense of grace, as in beauty of form or movement, came about 600 years ago. And then that was followed by the notion of grace at meals in the 1500s. In Christianity, God's grace is understood to be in motion when we receive a meal, or for that matter, anything at all. But the sense that we are gifted by that which is bigger is not just Christian. The three Greek sister goddesses, Charites or Gratia in Rome, are clearly etymologically related. These goddesses of beauty and grace were depicted as dancing, naked women, leading us in celebrating singing, and expressing joy. I need that energy as I plod through these days. I'm often feeling clumsy and unkempt in these pandemic times, not graceful. And we are starting a holiday season that will be, by and large, physically distant because we are protecting ourselves and each other and others from disease. We have to think really hard right now to stay safe, to interrupt our habitual ways of being together, the ways that spread water droplets from person to person. Thank you for thinking hard and doing that. Incidentally, the word thank is related to the word think. When we say thank you, we're saying, I'll think of you as I enjoy this gift. So I'll tell you right now, I will think of you as I'm enjoying my health. Thank you. But for me, holidays are not really about thinking hard. I think hard all the time in my normal life, and holidays are a chance for a break. I want to dance around with the Carities, but I'm not allowed to dance around with humans right now. I don't know about you, but I find it hard to celebrate when I'm alone. It's easy to feel the loss of the celebration I'm used to this time of year instead of the grace of what I actually do have. So that's my invitation to you and to myself right now. Let's do a little magic, call up some grace, and shift our experience from thinking about what we don't have to embodied awareness of what we do have. So, are you ready for some magic? Good. Let's start out, do a little wiggle. We're casting the spell with some wiggling. Maybe a slightly bigger wiggle, and do wiggle, nobody's watching. Move that spine if you can, your fingers and your toes. How many bones are you moving? How many muscles? I don't know. And yet, by the grace of the unexplained, here you are, here we are in all of our wiggly, graceful glory. Now, stomp your feet if you can, or otherwise get in touch with the ground underneath you. If you're inside, there's a floor and then some air and other materials. But if you take your imagination down, pretty quickly you get to earth. And it's pretty darn solid, holding you where you are. How strong is that ground underneath you? How far down, 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 down does it go to the center of gravity of our planet? I don't know. And yet, by the grace of all that is, whether we understand it or not, here we are, held up, stable. Okay, now take a big breath and hold it. And let it go. Where did that air come from? Which trees cleaned it for you? And which trees will drink up the carbon dioxide you just made? I don't know. And yet, by the grace of all that is beyond our knowledge, here we are, breathing, inspiring each other, conspiring to create a safe and healthy world for everyone alive and all who come after. We are here together, wiggling, grounded, and breathing, and we don't have to earn these gifts. We just simply are. As we move toward and through our celebrations, whatever they look like, I'm going to invite you in this moment to take a little break and take 3 breaths, remembering the magic, the grace of simply being alive. So breathe with me.
blessing for your meal. The words of John O'Donohue. As we enjoy this meal with grace, let us become aware of the memory carried inside the food before us. The quiver of the seed awakening in the earth, unfolding in a trust of roots and slender stems of growth. On its voyage toward harvest, the kiss of rain and surge of sun. The innocence of animal soul that never spoke a word, nourished by the earth to become today our food. The work of all the strangers whose hands prepared it. The privilege of wealth and health that enables us to feast and celebrate.
Thank you, Kelly. Every year at Thanksgiving, we have so much to be thankful for. This year, we are especially thankful for our community, our First Unitarian Universalist Church of Columbus community. We are diverse in many ways, including generations. This Thanksgiving, I would like to share with you a very special gift from our youngest generation, the Peace Pals. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Peace Pals. Thanks a lot, everyone. And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving as we extinguish our chalice. I wish for you all the best. I'll think of you as we think of each other. We are one in community, and we put love at the center. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.